Why, hello again. We're back for match 4. Um, anyway, and we are facing Rommerio, one of the organizers of the event. And he is playing a very aristocrats deck. So let's have a look at it and see what's going on here. First thing I see here is something I approve of, which is we've got the Colossal Sky Turtle's green ability, discard it to regrowth. It's just regrowth, but Artisan legal, which pairs really well with Board repossession, which allows them to kick the repossession and get back to Sky Turtle, repeating the process, as well as one additional permanent card. So we'll have to deal with permanents a lot. I'm a big fan of repossession. I have it, actually have similar interactions like this in my Pauper deck. And there was a point in time when I was considering this interaction with my other Artisan deck, which is Dovin's Acuity. So I approve of this interaction. Let's put them off to the side though, because we've covered that. This means this is a deck that's going to like to have a lot of lands to get that going, because that is a late game play. If there's a way we can get one of these out of their hand in a way that they can't interact with, that's something we can consider. But we're not there yet. We're still looking at the deck. Okay, Bloom Prancer looks like a end setup type thing. Circuit Mender, these are both going to be trouble for me because they have big butts. Let's see. Viconia has abilities, but looks like she's mostly a main deck anti-graveyard. Also, big butt. See, the deck I have, having 3 toughness is apparently really good and something I should have paid more attention to in building. We got the Eye Twitch Deadly Dispute combo. Because Eye Twitch is there, or interaction I should say, it's not really a combo. Because it's there, we should see if there's anything here that's a lesson. So we've got the Environmental Sciences and Pest Summonings. Okay, so now we know what they learn for. There's only 2 options. One that furthers the plan of getting lots of land out, the other one puts stuff on the board, stall for time, and they're good sack fodder for things like Bastion of Remembrance. Okay. No, I'm gonna put these over here, actually. Processed. So, they have a way to do stuff with their chump creatures. What's Cop Attack Record? Death Touch. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may remove a Death Touch counter from it. If you do, exile target artifact or enchantment that player controls. We're playing fairly honestly, so it's not doing so much. I'm gonna put it in the big butt pile, though. Dina deserves to be in there, but she's an Aristocrats piece. This is where I actually evaluate my initial assessment of, oh, it's Aristocrats. I mean, kind of. Whenever he gains life, we lose life? Okay. Works well with Bastion, Tend the Pests. Pests in general. Okay. So, they originally described their deck as being a Dina deck, and I think that is actually now more of an accurate name than Aristocrats. While the concept your dude's dying is still in here, it's definitely not as bright as it once was. And now I can see why Blossom Prancer is in there for setup as well. Because the life gain is a good option, Circuit Mender is a good option. Does Viconia have a life gain option? Yes. Okay, that is a lot of synergy going on. And then of course we've got our removal. Terra Sunder I don't see staying in, because they gotta kick it to make it work at best, and paying 4 mana to kill a thing is clearly something they don't want to be doing. Well, let's look at the sideboard and see what's up. Okay, safekeepings are a good combat trick and life gain. I can see those coming in. The rest, we don't play many things. Open deck lists, we don't play many eligible things. Soul Guide, doesn't matter that much. If these Sunders are coming out, then those probably stay. That one stays in. Scientist is best in board. Revenge of Ravens. Oh, that could be a crippler for us. Let's see if Virulent Plagues. And yeah, they don't have as much sideboard thanks to you know, being a lesson deck, but it doesn't really affect it that much. I'd like to see this thing in motion, preferably not against me, but it's an interesting deck. So we'll be taxing their ability to generate blockers, that's for sure. Or not with Jungle Hollow playing with Dina. I like that little touch. So little chumpers. Once the 3-butt comes down, we have to deal with that. Yeah, I don't know what their last cut is, and that should be okay because that's not my problem. But on the bright side of things, as I go off screen and write some notes, I mean, let's see, things I need to be aware of. We've got the Beta Push, Terra Sunder, and Mort Spear. I don't think we'll be able to keep our generals alive through that, but there's a chance that they end up getting used for general, or ended up on general and not other things it could be used on. Does the Terra Sunder come out if the general's a linchpin card? I mean, I still think it does. It's just a lot of mana to do something. Grab Sunder out. Keeping in favorites. Okay, so that's my notes on that. What are we looking at versus this? What can we do to mess with this deck since card changes? It's a solid deck. Like I said, I want to see it in action. I had a Dina deck in a past standard, but it was completely different in how it functioned. Okay. So, what do we got going on here? Again, our removal can be important for keeping Dina off the table. I don't see, as far as our sideboard goes, I don't see Swallow Whole doing a whole lot. Ha ha ha. Mostly because their creatures are ones that aren't. The one that we care about the most isn't attacking, so it's not going to be tapped. Commandos can be good for the Bastion of Remembrance. I don't want to use it to break a Circuit Mender, but it is also a 3-body, so it can break. It can trade with most of their other stuff. Everything but the Prancer. Definitely Silence. They're a slower deck anyway, so no. Destiny Spinner, not really doing much for me. Revelry, they make a lot of tokens, and they've got some card drawing, draw replacement, and life gain. We could use that to bolster our life total after being drained some. Freebooter, non-creature, non-land. They have a good chunk of creatures. Their non-lands are removal. So I would think about these guys, but they're not going to be... I'm not seeing them as super important. Especially when Prancer is reach, and depending on how much removal they're playing, they could just take it out and grab their removal back or whatever I take away. Let's let's look at the deck again from the eyes of, if I'm not taking a removal spell from their hand, I'm taking either a learned spell, Tend the Pests, Deadly Dispute. I could hit Bastion with that, or demand a removal spell hit it. Okay, so that part right there is enough to make me consider the freebooter. This is, however, heavily weakening our planning. So what would come out in that case? Bonds of Faith can be used to nullify Blossom Prancer, Circuit Mender, Attack Wrecker. I don't know. Is Myconia a human? Let's look that up real quick. Myconia, Nightsinger's Disciple. She is a cleric. Okay. And Eye Twitch. Putting them in a situation where they can still sack it to dispute and tend the pests, but that's 4 cards in their deck to make further use of this creature. I'm okay with keeping Bonds of Faith in here for that purpose. Prasad and Negrella, always good. Sheshra, notably being one of the ways we can take Dina off the table by forcing her to block. Okay, so with what we're dealing with, they've got a lot of butts, so I want to keep Aaron if I can. Tori's good. Is Garna good enough for me to use? This is hard. This is a hard matchup from the sideboard. Bodyguards are good. Because barring... They might keep the Terra Sunder in just as a way to make sure they can exile something. We'll see in game 2. Star Pupil... I don't think Pupil's going to get too far, but it helps us with our token game. If we want to... I don't know how wide they can get, but that can certainly help that out. They have a lot of chumpers, so I think Sir Farron comes out. So that's 3 right there. We have 4 more to go. Oh my. I mean, not gonna lie, I kinda just want to take out the Garna. We're not gonna win the drain game. But the card draw could be good. I think the Garna, and then our... It's still 1 land. Okay. Oops. Opening a long pile. And that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That leaves 1 more cut to make. I almost want to go with the Aaron just to have him out of there, but no, the Menace is still helpful here. One of the Sentinel Eyes is an easy pick. The Vigilance is nice though, and we wanna overcome the 3 toughness hurdle, so no. Liara, they do have a tiny bit of graveyard eating, and that's not really a thing I'm worried about. Yeah, we want to go taller if we can. Killian gets us life, so he's vital. Baird gets us bodies, which is still vital. Quite the quandary for me. Probably one of the Star Pupils, I'm guessing. Okay. Well, I will make that note. And we'll get on to the matches. Alright, beginning the actual match. On the play. Politeness. There we go. What do we think about this hand? We got an early start with Killian. We can protect him with a bodyguard if we wanted. Get a pupil out to start swinging. It's an aggressive hand. They can make blockers, but I think it's a good start. Yeah, we'll try it. Notably, none of our easy mana fixers here. But we're on the play. It's helpful to be, you know, helpful to the aggression to have a full hand going into it. It's interesting how the Ravnica animation has the crowds fill up as the game begins. So we'll start with people, because in theory, if Killian lives long enough, we can get a bodyguard on it. So notably, Killian has Menace, so he'll take multiple chumps to actually block. Sadly, thanks to our not hitting our creature lands, we won't be able to cast Surfman very easily, so if something happens to Killian here, it's gonna be a while before we have some decent aggression. Yep. Unfortunately, Bodyguard did not get the memo correctly. Are we gonna protect a pupil, or are we just gonna stack pupils? I think I want to get a Bodyguard out just as a thing, just so we can be... Well, I mean, turn 3, they're probably gonna land something notable enough. I think we kind of lost our aggressive edge, that fatal push. So we'll just keep going. Stack them up. Yep, we wouldn't want to be swinging with Bodyguard anyway. Oh, probably the worst land we could draw. Nah, I mean, another plane's wouldn't have done it for us either, so, I mean... At this point, I just want bodies on the field, I think. I'm gonna... Where's my Sweating Hedron when I need it? Yeah. Ah. Not much I can do here. Yeah. Attacking the further one. Okay. Like how when I hover on the Bodyguard, it gives me the big hover instead of... Yeah, but no, anyway. Here's our concern about the 3 toughness coming into play. Eye Twitch, Great Blocker, and now we've got to stop for everything thanks to the guard. Yeah, we're not making any headway here. We're in trouble. Oh my gosh, this is... To say this is going poorly would be an understatement. Okay, so in theory, we could make the guard bigger, and then what? Have him front? Do we want to? I don't think we want to give them the Eye Twitch, so I think we're just gonna play another people and pass because we are at the mercy of the shuffler. They get it anyway. The interesting thing is that, Liara, does like to start pupils in this scenario. Of course, being able to protect her from whatever they've got would be nice. Yep, missing that Killian now. I was interested to see Dina in action. Well, here we go. We're, until we get something good going on, we are effectively a trading dummy. My turn. We're a little late to the party, but we can work with you. Play you, name human. got a show on the road. We're gonna send in everyone. Do we care about the bodyguard? We do. Now, notably, they do have Terra Sunder mana. And this scenario being presented to them so openly is probably going to encourage them to keep the Terra Sunders in when sideboarding. We'll see if that ends up being the case. Since clearly being able to exile Farron would be a way to bypass the bodyguard. Well, I mean, if this is the game where everything goes right for our opponent and everything goes wrong for us, that means we've got a chance of having things go better in the next games. Bonds of Faith can neutralize Dina. That's not neutralizing her enough, though. Circuit Mender, they've already sacked one thing, so maybe we can neutralize the Circuit Mender. Is there merit to swinging with all? Not really. Do we? I mean, we're in a rough spot here. Ugh. I don't know how well they duck. I mean, I'm sure they duck check quite well. So they're probably aware of the Bonds of Faith. Sure. At this point, we are just going in with everyone. We're gonna lose a bodyguard, that's okay. If they're optimizing their blocks, I guess they'll block the one that can protect the pupil, but pupil's really expendable anyway. Yep. We're just... And this further shuts down our ability to attack. I mean, you kill the bodyguard just so you can. He's not doing anything worthwhile anymore. Yeah. Fair. I mean, this helps me slam everyone. I don't like that they have an instant speed thing that they're holding back on. This thing is too expensive for that. So Garna is probably getting smoked here. Oh! Dina's got the ability to sacrifice creatures. I didn't realize that. I'm gonna have to change my sideboarding plans a little bit. Yep. And now the Dauntless Bodyguard goes down. They take 2. Very inconsequential lead for them. Yep. But yeah, I would very much describe this game as the deck took 2 steps out the gate and flopped right on its face. Yep. Which, yeah, like, I would have seen in action, but I'm just going to plop down my land, give him the heart, and concede this one. Yeah. I know when the deck's been beat. I've been wanting to scoop that one for a minute now. Okay, so what are we doing with our planning? We've changed our mind a little bit in how we do some things. I'm not convinced that the Bonds of Faith is good in here anymore, so we're gonna pull those out. Japan is removal worthy, so I mean, is that a thing? I don't think Garna's doing much still. We are on the play, so we pulling out... Are we still pulling out a green? I think we're still pulling out a green. I don't think I want Revelry in game when we're on the play. Now I'm thinking this all over so much. I definitely want the commandos to break their toys a little. This is me at 60 right here. Do I still want the green for Surf Aaron? I kinda do, so we're just gonna cut the swamp here. No. Cut a plains. Cut a plains. Okay, done. So totally going against our plans, but we were on the play. So, I mean... We'll play first and see if this goes a little better. Well, we've got lands set up, lands for days. Ghost Quarters, again, aren't doing so good against this opponent. We don't have a turn 1. Do we want to keep a 4-lander in this deck? I'm afraid to mulligan after seeing how the Shuffler was last game. We've got the Enforcer, we've got Killian. It's not a horrible start. Just not having it. We just saw all of our 1-drops last game. Yeah, we'll keep it. Human. Yep. This is more like it as far as starts go. Myself off land in order to do that? I think I do. Let's see what they've got first. Alright, they got the Bastion. They did keep the Terra Sunders in. Do we let them have Bastions for Terra Sunder? I think the Bastion is the stronger card, and we can encourage them to take out the Sentinel's Eyes by playing it like that. Okay. I know they've got some stuff they want to do, but no, I don't want that remembrance. We're gonna slow that part down. Okay. Yep. Action. So they want that eye twitch to be dead so they can get another land if they're not drawing land right now. They got the hollow. Oh no, they got 4 land. The Killian's going away soon. Or the Kitesail's going away soon, depending on what they're interested in here. Hi, Dina. Yep. So in theory, Killian could be double blocked. If we exile the Dina, we put them in a situation where they might want to exile. She is the trick, kind of. Yeah, I think I'm okay with playing it that way, and then we could... Still can't swing Kitesail if we want to deny them things on the ground. I'm still kind of okay with that, so yeah. Play Musad, take away her best trick. If we weren't gonna attack with Killian, or attack with the Freebooter anyway, then there may have been merit in not doing it that way. But if they want to play 1/1s that gain them life without her, I think I'm okay with this. Just get the eye twitch out of the way. Hopefully our exile effects will stick around long enough. Like, if they're gonna Terra Sunder, that's a whole turn that they're taking off. Now, to be fair, they gain a lot of life, so they can afford that considering what we're dealing. So this is an interesting... If we don't draw another land to help determine what we're doing here, I have a hard choice between... I mean, I guess I should play the general first in case. They really want Dina. Okay. That tells us a little bit about what's going on. They want to get the triggers going. Do we play the general? I think we play the general, and then we play the Sir Farron. Just because that's the mana we've got presented to us. That's any generic mana, so... Circuit Mender. We have to have annoying stops on everything. Viconia takes stuff away from the graveyard. That's good for the Sentinel's Blessing. My turn. Alright, it's not something we can play right now without being cute with our lands. Same with Sir Farron. So I think this is a scenario where we will still, you don't reach, you don't reach, you don't reach. We will send everyone in. But they are going to be recovering soon. We're not swinging into this, so we do want to play something. If we pop this for a forest, we will have a harder time playing Aaron in the future, so I think... Yes. We're gonna get another Plains, take action. As long as the Enforcer's around, we have a game. The Menace is effectively neutralized once they have enough 3-butts on the field to double block things, because we're not going to kill more than one thing at a time anyway. Speaking of, but now we know they don't have any tricks. They do have a Bastion. That's going to be annoying. They could have indestructibility. Also, notably, the Bwaaaaah has reach. So that's a thing as well. So next, they can double block or block a bunch of stuff, but they're not going to be able to kill them as long as the general's there. I do wish I could put the Sentinel's Blessing on Aaron now. Sure, so either give them a card and take one, or do nothing. That's fine. We'll give it to them. They're gonna get rid of it either way. Yep. So we're gonna play the Unclaimed Territory. We're gonna name Human, as we always do, and we're gonna play Sir Farron. It's gonna hopefully take a little bit of oomph out of that Blossom Prancer. Yep. Jumpies begin. That's cute. In theory, I can get in there with Freebooter to mess up their blocking a little bit. I don't like it. I think I'm not going to invite danger with it. Got their trips up for a minute there. Same difference, so we're just gonna make you the one make it bigger. See how it goes. If they have a fatal push, we're in a problem spot because they can really screw us over. But we need to close out this game before they find it. Okay. We're making them think, at least. Are they going to sacrifice Dina? No, they're not. Okay. So they will sacrifice. They will be able to sacrifice. What's its face on the stack? But we're going to flash in the commando. Yep. Second in response. They have their pests. That'll keep them around at least another turn. How much does she take to specialize? 2? Let's see, what can she turn into? Well, she can turn into lots of stuff. I'm not gonna worry about it until it happens. That's a lot of decision making I don't need to worry about right now. So here, if I swing team, I can block those, make lethal. I could put the +2/+2 on the freebooter. Okay. I don't like that they have a trick still. So do I play this cautiously? That's a good question. So right now they have enough to block all around if they wanted to. Aaron tapping to attack is really a pain in my ass right now. So if I swing there and there, they block those, pain happens. Right. If I swing Karen, which I need to do, so that's going to be the one that gets extra damage in theory. If I swing the booter, that can use up some of their mana, but it's not using up enough for me to really consider it worth it. It does take that off the table, so if they have to block with vital things, I will swing the freebooter them. Target an attacking creature. Let's give Killian the bonus again. Make him a mandatory block. So Dina's blocking. This definitely sounds like they've got a kill spell. It's not Terra Sunder, because they're out of mana for that. I don't know why they sacked then instead of blocking first. Is that an accident? I mean, it's gotta be a kill spell, right? Okay, well, I mean, we're gonna pick and choose. Yeah, no, that's fine. Oh, if you gain life this turn, this makes sense. Okay, well, in that case, we will go ahead and exile your circuit member. You can respond to deny me that creature, but that means you're not getting it back in the future. Okay, well, rest in peace, Sir Farron. She'll be annoying when she transforms. Okay. Yep. We're not out of the game yet. We just exiled that for a reason. Yep. Sentinel's Eyes goes away now. So we can break the Circuit Mender. They're gonna transform Bwaaaaah. I'll be honest, there's just too much text in that specialized for me to care about what she's doing until she's actually done it. So yeah, Cathar Commando can break Circuit Mender. If it'll be relevant. Was it a fatal? No, it was a Mortality Spear, that's right. Makes play, well done. What's my clock doing anyway? 16 minutes? Okay. I'm just curious. I never pay attention. I don't play with the clock usually. Okay. So you want to go green. What's green do? Okay, what green does? Duplicate. Okay. Neat. Okay, so right now, if we swung team, they have to block Aaron. So if we did that, we can break Bwaaaaah or Dina. In this case, I would probably block that. No, they don't have to block. They could just take it. That's the problem. I could set up a being too clever play with Aaron, which I think I'm going to do here. Okay, we're gonna throw Aaron under the bus. They're probably going to block with Bwaaaaah and Circuit Mender. Something it is to make Freebooter bigger. Yeah. Because I want the Bwaaaaah dead and specialize the sorcery speed. Yep. My graveyard is useless right now. There are 4 cards left in my deck that actually make that matter. And, yep. Is that another target creature? No, that's a turn. Enter. No! Well, this just reinforces why we weren't on the make price sale freebooter bigger plan. Ugh, you cannot catch a break. You're not helping. Double block and Aaron dies. You're at 9 as well. Oh my gosh. Oh, well played. At least this makes up for the last game, because we actually have some back and forth going on. Yep. Do we have any hot draws at this point in the game? Okay, well, I'm going to sacrifice this guy, because he's not doing much. I don't like how you've got a hold right there. I mean, you got your Dina ability, that's right. Got a little life. I can at least swing with the freebooter and see what happens. I mean, you've got Tamio safekeeping. Maybe. But aside from the kill spell, yeah. In turn. Well, I'm not going to call things anymore. Because if I did, I would say, well, that's our third circuit mender, so we don't have to worry about seeing it again. Except that we are. Well, here's another star pupil. We don't care about our life enough to really not be aggressive. Because right now, let's see, they can block with... They can block... They're good at draining, so I'm actually going to slow my roll. Right now... Yeah. If they want that extra card, they're going to have to sack it themselves. Because right now they can just double block that, and Aaron's no longer in the picture. Or at least, no longer healing damage. Right now we are super dependent on that freebooter. Not only yeah. Well, freebooter and Aaron. That's an unlikely combination, if I've ever seen one. And they can get back to circuit menders. I see them looking at their graveyard, and I'm presuming it's the Urborg repossession. And they could just be looking at everything, but given the draws we've seen this game, Rommerio, you were definitely making Dina proud. Just Sky Turtle. Okay. Okay, okay. So this is a very big problem because we can't deal with, or we have one more thing that deals with Bastions of Remembrance. Yeah. That's a problem because that was our A game at this point. High star pupil, number 2. You know, drawing 2 in a row was... nearly in a row was pretty annoying, and having 3 in a row just... These star pupils are really... yeah. Getting in there. I don't like putting all of our eggs on the Aaron basket. I should have played the star pupil first, so that way if they do... Because still, they're gonna... If they decide to double block the star pupil, they can... then I have something else to put the counters on. So that was a little gutsy, but... There's the Bastion. What's your last card, opponent? Okay. That's... we can use that. Good game. Okay. They've had enough. Oh my goodness, that was a game for sure. So here we saw taking out the Bonds of Faith, nullifying our air defense a little bit. It wasn't that crazy though. We are on the draw this time, so even extra. So I want my revelries, I think. I don't think my star peoples are doing as much as I wanted here. Let's go a little taller, but our opponent's setting up more. So I don't think they're just achieving as much. Swallow Hole on the defense, I'm kind of okay with. Do I just want to take out more star people? I've seen so many of them this game, I'm kind of sick of them. We'll keep the one in. 5 turn 1 plays is not ideal. Get to swap them all out altogether from Bonds of Faiths. Otherwise, I can't attack or block. It's hard because I know they help me get past that 3-butt factor. What did we just put in? Beyond the revelries, the Swallow Hole. Okay. Bonds of Faith is only a temporary thing, but it is us being able to nullify some of their attacking. I don't like putting in that much though. Nah, let's keep the star people. Let's that one at least. It's not ideal, but dang. Dang. Well, game 3. Let's see how it goes. Well, we got Killian, we got Freebooter, and we got a bodyguard that's awkward to play on turn 1. One of the lessons of this deck. Our land is good enough that we're keeping it. If we were to mulligan, that would be the mountain right here, so I mean, might as well keep this 6 that I like. Did they just go down to 5? That helps our odds. That said, a Fantastic 5 is gonna be good. So I think in this case, I do want to play the Freebooter. As much as I want to protect Killian. Or sorry, the Countless Bodyguard. Because I want to be aggressive. If they've kept a 5-lander. 5-hander. I'm fully expecting this to fall flat on my face, but I could be wrong. The fact that they're having a stall like that tells me that they likely have a removal spell. Okay, remember that's not ability. Anyway. Next. Full attack. And let's see if we can take something out of their hand. Safekeeping a Bastion. I'll take the Bastion. And they'll be able to play... They will be able to play Dina with safekeeping up, which means Dauntless is not having a great time. Or they'll just push the booter because they want that immediately. That's fine. Better it than something we care more about. However, I'm sad that Bodyguard only got 1 point in. I'd like Killian to get him going. And pass the turn. Only 2 Killians in the deck. We've been pretty lucky to see him as much as we have. Liara can be handy. A little early for her. We'll need a white source that can tap her creature mana before we can use her ability, but here we can at least land the Enforcer. I mean, it's an easy block, but I'm still gonna offer it. I mean, I think I'm not sure about that as well. I could play Liara just to make sure she's active. We don't have any creatures in the graveyard with the same name right now. Bard's not doing much right now either, so I'd rather have her out in case we have something we want to play. Yeah. And if we draw a white source, we can get Bodyguard double team. So they do have that safekeeping that we're gonna have to get out of their hand eventually. So, after all the lands we've drawn this game, I am hoping to find a white source here. Less than ideal for us. That's going to go off regardless. My turn. Well, I'll take a second Bodyguard. Do I? Yeah, I do. Because we can protect it right now. If they want to block that way, they're taking a bunch of damage. And if one of the bodyguards is still alive at the end of turn, we'll have, okay, they're taking the whole thing. Card comes out. Okay. Keeper, it's gonna help the efforts out. They are gonna have to block next turn, that part's for sure. So fair and the late to the party. We don't have white, so I think we're just gonna jam in with everyone again and see what happens. Because we need to be aggressive. And let them do the math, because we are the aggro. Match is no longer than I expected. Okay, okay. Considering what we see here, yeah. Gonna protect him, that's fair. You're still in the game, you get a bunch of choppers and a bunch of drain triggers. It's pretty good. All that life I've gained comes back to just not happen anymore. Place your Theron. Get a token. This is a pretty good spot. I am not gonna challenge the fates. No, I am. I'm gonna say I'm pretty interested to see how this can turn around. Their ability to gain life and drain is really good, though. But unless they have a trick, they are kind of just treading water right now. Human. So Bwaaaaah is going to double team this Enforcer. So this should be a bit of a pickle for them. It's not the end of the world. However, I will note that if the pests, their triggers aren't going to be relevant here if my opponent dies before they can go off. Okay. She's gonna sacrifice one in response. Or she's gonna kill something. That's right. First strike, well played. I didn't know how the math was gonna go, but holy cow, we did it. Damn. We got to see all the synergy of the deck finally working out, trying to make it up for that last game. Wow. Just, I don't know what to say besides, I'm screenshotting this one for the future, because that was beautiful how it finally turned out. And that Dina deck did not want to die. -1 life after all that. That few blockers. Well played. Damn. Well played, Rommerio. Okay. I'm going to sign off before I lose the ability to speak even further than I am. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next match.